Path of Night is an actual play Vampire the Masquerade podcast set in the classic world of darkness. We're all friends. We're here to have fun, but our story can include graphic violence, drug use, sexual content, and other mature themes. We've talked at our table about safety, comfort, and consent, both as players and storytellers. We know what to expect. We're all excited to be here, and we want you to feel the same. So listener discretion is advised. Now, let's walk the Path of Night.
Last time on Path of Night. At a gas station near Miles' Haven, Britta successfully fed for the very first time. Wynn led the coterie through the woods to deal with the monster in her fridge, opening up to her allies about the troubling news that Clan Gangrel has been dealing with in the dark. The former Gangrel primogen, Raven, warned the coterie of the return of the Weeping Bear, a monstrous Sabbat war ghoul that has stalked kindred in the area for years, the coming Sabbat crusade, and the looming threat of a revenant in New Haven named Vito Zantosa. At Wynn's Haven, the coterie is attacked by the Weeping Bear, and Johnny, their first line of defense in a fight, falls under its massive claws. Go to Torpor.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna need a self-control chop.
It hits Johnny. He attempts to get out of the way. When it connects, he crumples to the ground. And you will notice, those who have heightened senses up, that his body enters a death-like state. His skin becomes tight to his flesh, and he is just a corpse lying on the ground.
My heightened senses is off, unfortunately.
Those of you who are tight with Johnny, I need a self-control check.
Yep. Ooh, that is not a good roll for me. Or the difficulty?
One success.
8.
I have no
The
successes.
difficulty's 8?
Yes.
Okay, I have 1 success.
One success.
One success.
Okay. Win.
Yep.
We can go to frenzy on a bear. Mm-hmm. I mean,
Seeing your friend reduced to torpor
Yeah.
by the Weeping Bear, all rationale is ejected from your thoughts and you fly into a berserk frenzy. I would like you to choose a beast feature right now because it is manifesting as you fly into your frenzy.
curse.
So as Wynn watches Johnny fall to the ground, there's nothing left of Wynn left in her eyes. It is all just beast and feralness. And she opens her mouth and to let out a roar. And as she does, her fangs are long and seem to be dripping with some kind of viscousness. And the pattern of a copperhead sort of appears on her forehead and works its way back over the skin, the bare skin on the side of her head. But Wynn lets out a roar, and without any regard for safety or self-preservation, she charges at the bear and leaps at it with both hands. And since she is not wearing shoes, it can be plainly seen that claws are extending from her toes as well. It's not usually a useful thing that happens, but we're not going by useful, we're going by rage. And Wynn just leaps into this thing and starts raking as hard as she can toward the face, the head, the most vulnerable parts.
Okay. Let's have Miles go.
Yep. I'm going to, as it turned to attack Johnny, just go in there and try to hit at this vulnerable neck part-ish thing.
I don't have any idea.
Yeah. Where the head meets,
Okay.
Yeah, the neck-ish. It's a weird
Its
being.
neck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, guys. It's a weird being. It has weird mutations.
Yeah, no,
You're not wrong.
But it still does
You're
have
not
a
wrong.
neck.
It's just fun to bust on you.
Anyways,
No
I
one said
spent
that.
blood to increase my strength for this attack. And
Oof. Oh, yeah.
actually, those are all successes.
Yes, they are.
8 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
Okay.
7 roll over.
And then,
attack roll.
so strength is currently 4, and then I get 3 from
Yeah,
the
14
katana.
dice.
Lex, when I'm in frenzy, do I just automatically spend blood to beef staff?
Yep.
Okay.
Quite the attack roll, my friend. Beast roll.
So that's 7 damage.
It will take 2 lethal as you cut into it.
Of course, he gets a good soak roll against my roll, but that's how it goes. Yep.
Last round was good for us. This is a bad round for us.
Oh, sorry.
It's not a bad round. I just, it's a very Garrett round.
But for those of us who aren't Garrett, this is sad.
I don't even know what stunned meant, but it didn't seem to stun it very long.
Yeah, it's a war ghoul.
Yeah, okay, so it doesn't matter.
We are on Britta.
Shooting it. And that is Dex plus Firearms, correct?
4 successes to hit.
Nice.
Neat.
Neato.
So
All
I'm
right.
taking-
You take aim, you fire, and you can see very clearly that you struck true. But it gets the round is buried in this thick hide of like fat and bone and just whatever it is that it's covered in. After that, it is on Neil.
Okay. I'm still hustling, or I was still hustling to the shack.
shed.
Am I there?
Yeah.
At this point? Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm going to duck inside and grab her shotgun,
Done.
and then try and get around behind the bear. Probably not there. Huh?
Not quite there.
Okay, so then I'm gonna go inside, and just check to make sure that it's actually loaded.
It is loaded.
Okay, that'll be me.
Additional actions.
That would be me. We're gonna try shooting it again.
Britta, take a shot.
Get it, girl.
You can spend credit.
Spending willpower, anything bad?
It is about that time. Let's spend a willpower.
Oh, yeah.
Think that equals 0.
Yes.
Oof.
You're having a good time over there.
I am having a wonderful
No, but this is
time,
our
thank
round
you.
now, guys. This is our time. This is our time to shine.
No, no.
New round.
See?
Miles.
Oh, sorry, wait. I spent a willpower. There is 1 success there.
Oh, so give me damage.
Hey!
I marked that willpower off. Okay.
It kills it.
That'll be the best.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 success.
Also.
Yep.
All right, Miles.
I will follow it up with an upward slash following in the same arc. I mean, it basically hasn't moved since I've attacked, so.
Go for it.
Oof. Not this time, I don't think. 0 successes.
Okay. Your sword clangs against thick chitinous bone, and it seems to shrug off the blow.
It's on you.
Wynn.
Either that or I'm boarding my next turn to defend.
So I can. We're still limited by how much blood we can spend when in frenzy, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So she does spend 1 to beef her strength. She's spending a willpower for an auto success to hit this motherfucker. She is using both hands because this is a both hands job.
You want to take that again?
No, I'm really happy with. I was gonna say with what just came out of my mouth, but not better.
Get it.
But you still said it.
I did. All right, 3 successes.
2 carries over, so you're rolling strength plus 3 dice.
No successes. I had 1, and then I had a 1, and it took it away.
Oh, this is so hard. Why is everything going so bad?
Cool. After that, it is on the Weeping Bear. Miles.
I don't like that noise you just
Why
made.
do this?
Yeah, see.
I think I warned you about these dice.
I believe in
that-
you, Miles.
What do we got for defense? Or for versus, what do I have to soak here?
I have 6 successes on the attack roll.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god. Can you blow Will on a soak roll?
No.
I don't think I'm even capable of holding that many dice.
Did you beat your stamina?
By 1.
Oh, this is so bad.
So I have 6 stamina.
Oh,
right
that's
now.
really bad by that face.
There's a lot of red.
Please stop.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Oh my god.
I wish this wouldn't.
3.
Okay, you'll take 11 levels of lethal damage.
Welcome to the club. We're on the ground, bud.
Did you just phone a torpor?
Yeah.
Do we have so rolls again, right?
It's the same stimulus.
Okay.
Just
Depends if you care about
The
me.
last
I
words,
guess.
his last words as he goes down is, "Where are you, Neil? You coward!"
Neil.
Oh, Jesus.
So you can
No,
afford-
sorry, Britta.
Spend 2 blood, 2 extra actions. It will be 3 actions of shooting this thing.
All right, let's do it.
Get it, girl.
We're gonna roll the first of those actions regularly. Okay, so that is 3 successes.
2 carry over. You have 7 dice of damage.
Okay. 4 successes.
Nice.
The hulking monstrosity will roll soak. It will take 2 levels of lethal damage. It seems to stagger
Woo!
and is in pain.
Is it me now?
Neil.
Oh, jeez. I hate this part. Neil will creep with the shotgun, creep out of the thing and go behind this bear.
Yeah.
And just, like hunting an alligator, put the barrel right up to the base of the skull.
Go get that gator.
Pull the trigger.
Sounds good.
I can't ambush because it's already fighting, but I'm behind it, so I get a bonus, and it can't see me. So does it count as like blinded against me, or
Sure.
No, I have no idea.
No, that's fine.
Okay,
I'm good with that.
and I will spend one more blood. So
Your
that
heightened senses still up.
I'll deal with that in a minute.
He'll drop screaming as his grabs his ears.
Ears bleeding.
Oh man, you're gonna double barrel this thing?
I will. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's going to double barrel this.
Yeah.
Good old coach gun.
And I am going to spend the willpower anyways, just because. And it's point blank with a shotgun, so it's diff 4, right? I usually like to aim, but I don't have the time.
It's also a shotgun.
You can aim a shotgun.
Pop culture has lied to me.
Jeez, that's only 2 successes.
There's a whole
3
sport
successes.
about aiming shotguns.
3 successes.
3 successes. That's it. 4 successes. I spent a willpower.
Yeah!
All right. 3
4
dice
successes.
roll over.
Base 8 on a shotgun. I don't know
Correct.
what both barrels does for me for damage.
Roll it twice.
So that's 4 damage on the first barrel, and 6 damage on the second barrel. So
Okay.
4 and 6, so 10 between the 2 barrels.
It seems to eat a lot of damage and is effectively crippled, but remains on its feet.
Oh, this is the part I hate so much.
At this point,
Britta, you got a celerity action still, right?
I got 2 celerity.
Oh, thank God.
Would have been
not saying that in
better
character, 'cause that'd be
Raven had
insane,
stuck
but-
around.
Britta, go.
Really? Neil looks totally panicked that it is not dead.
Also totally deafened.
First out of the 2 celerity actions, shoot it, shoot it.
I'll not expect 30 years. I don't have to do it.
So that is 1 success.
5 dice of damage.
That is 2 success.
Ooh. Tooks.
And the second time to shoot it, I will spend the willpower for 1 automatic success.
Sounds good.
So that will be 1 success then, with the willpower.
Yes.
Alright.
Why are we rolling so bad, you guys?
I think we're rolling fine. I think Lex is the one who's just rolling out of control.
So is that
So
6
that
damage?
is
both.
2 successes.
Soaks. Jesus. It will soak 8. So, we pick up with the Weeping Bears at the top of... No.
No,
Wynn
it is not.
Wynn is at the top of it.
Try to cheat.
I have spent another blood to beef my dexterity again. I have spent a willpower for an automatic success.
Okay.
I am going to hit this thing.
Let's do it.
5 successes to
Great.
hit.
4 carry over.
Nice.
Yes,
So that's going to be strength plus 5 dice of aggravated damage.
Strength.
And you've beefed your strength by 1, right?
Yes, which brings it to a 4.
That's still good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Ag.
I have no dice of successes for this roll. It'll take 5 levels of aggravated damage and die.
And Wynn kind of goes down with her claws embedded in this thing's back.
It shakes, staggers, slumps, and drops dead right beside Miles and Johnny.
Wynn lets out another very bestial scream.
Wynn, go hose yourself off now. Right now. Can you understand me? Do you need to calm down?
You're kind of understanding. You're starting to come back in.
Okay. Wynn. It's Neil. It's Neil, okay? Come on, calm down. It's just us now. It's done, okay? But it may not be done in a second. You need to go hose yourself off right now. Britta, there's a hose, right? There's a hose on the side of your thing, right?
It's down.
Okay, go over there, turn it on, get it warmed up so it works, okay? Right now.
I got it, Neil. I'll turn it on.
Okay, fine. Go with
Help
her. Oh,
them.
Yeah. We need to get him away from it. And
She
hosed off.
pulls out her claws. She does not retract them back into herself. And she moves toward the hose, just kind of like still visibly shaking as her muscles are refusing to leave the fight form, but her brain is just like, no, we are done.
Britta will run over. The claws look like they'll be in the way to turn it on. So she'll quickly turn on the water to heat and move out of the way. Neil, what's...
The thing, the blood, the cell, the very everything about it, you could just see it, the malevolence inside
Neil, what
of it.
about Johnny and Miles?
I'm gonna get them over to the hose.
Are they dead?
We're all dead.
What is wrong with them?
They will
Are
be
they dead?
They will be okay. Okay? So long as we get the blood off of them and we get them away from this thing.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
That's the important part here.
Britta
Neil,
will walk away and start trying to drag Johnny over to the water.
Soap.
Yeah. You have some?
Yes.
Okay, get it.
Sink.
Good. Where do you... yeah, we'll take showers later. We'll clean them off, but right now, just everything we're gonna get...
Get soap.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Neil goes inside for a second and then comes back out.
There's lava soap by a utility
I was gonna
sink.
presume that it was one of those big lava soap, like, orange containers. Brings it out. It's like, okay, it's gonna get real cold, but we're not gonna die from the cold. Okay, so everybody who's touched the blood, everybody's everything. Did you get any in your mouth? Okay.
Wynn shakes her head.
I have no idea if this is even gonna work, but it's gotta. We have to try. Oh man, this is not.
Neil.
Oh, this is not good.
Neil.
Yeah.
You good?
Oh, yeah, I didn't get anything in me.
Okay.
Am I able to
Neil
drag?
says to you, face covered in blood.
Neil.
What?
Soap. Hose.
Yeah, I know. We gotta get it off.
You.
Neil stops and sort of touches his own face. I wasn't even thinking about me.
Wynn just kind of holds up the hose and starts like slapping his face very roughly with the soap.
Oh, it's so cold.
And this is lava soap, so it's exfoliating. This is the Gangrel Spa Day.
You don't have any, like, spare clothes or anything in there?
Some.
Enough for... Okay. This is gonna be bad.
With my 2 strength, am I able to drag Johnny over and then theoretically Miles?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you put a little blood into your strength, it's quite easy.
Don't. I got it. Because she is also now just a beefcake compared to what she was.
Johnny's a big boy.
Yep.
When your facility's here, we're not gonna... And it's, is there a way to drive a truck here? Can we get the car and drive it here? Is
Yes.
that possible?
Yes.
I know we didn't want to leave tracks, but I think now that's not really the biggest issue.
There are worse tracks we could be leaving.
All right. You guys take care of yourselves and clean up as best as you can. I'm going to go get the car.
Can you drive?
Yes. Let's not tell Miles that I drove his car through the woods.
Better you than me.
He's better, okay? He just got it. He'll be real mad.
Britta.
Yes.
Can I
I'm gonna
get out
reach
of torpor now?
I'm going to reach into his pocket and get his keys.
Okay.
And then,
touch.
and I start running into the woods back towards the car. Realize that I'm not 100% sure where I am. So stop, and I will spend blood and look at the sky to get my exact position on the earth to help me fixate, because I know where East Rock Park is compared to New Haven.
You commune with the heavens, and you know exactly where you are in relation to the vehicle.
And I will start going.
You make it to the vehicle with great ease.
Inside the shed, there's a wooden box with extra clothes.
Okay.
Whatever we've got. There should be some shoes.
Okay.
If you don't want to wear mine anymore, they're gross.
I'm more worried about getting the blood and everything off those 2.
She starts hosing them down and sits down and starts scrubbing the blood off. And, periodically uses the lava soap on herself to scrub off whatever has gotten on there. And continues this until at least they are clean.
Having seen that that's handled, Britta will go inside the house, drag out the box. What's in it?
Stuff that looks like maybe got left behind when teenagers went camping and suddenly ran away.
How much of it?
There's a pretty good collection of stuff here.
Stuff.
A lot of it from, like, the mid-90s, some even early 90s. There's, like, bell-bottoms.
If I look through the pile and try to match Johnny and Miles and Wynn to corresponding clothing items, how well does that go?
Well, generic khaki shorts and camping gear clothes. They're both going to look terrible in them, but despite being a little baggy, it'll fit.
If there's a pair of polyester bell-bottoms, please put them on Miles. I don't care how bad they fit.
Leave him his dignity.
There will be a vengeance. It'll be swift and sure.
There'll be reckoning.
Britta will lay out the best corresponding outfits that she can out of the selection available.
This is an important factor, and you should all pay attention.
So this is also... That was when that thing inside you... That's when that gets out. That's what happened to me. Yeah.
The Berserk Rage thing?
Yeah.
And what's wrong with them? They're unconscious?
They're unconscious because they took a lot of damage, but we're already dead and our bodies have a very hard time dying. So that should have killed any normal people, but that thing could have actually killed any of us. Are you okay? I'm not going to keep asking you that. Have you taken any injuries?
No, I was out of range.
Good.
You don't have to worry about me. We have to worry about getting them back somewhere safe.
That's Neil's getting the car.
When I get to the car, I will start driving carefully through like the trail, like the paths. It's a big ass car, so it's going to be a pain in the ass.
Give me a dex drive.
All right. Well, I don't have any drive, so I'm at +1 difficulty.
Oh, you liar! You liar-faced liar!
I wanted to drive the car so bad, but I still have the blood I spent on my dex.
Yep.
Vengeance will be swift and sure. You crashed my fucking new car.
All right, I got 1 success.
All right.
Thank God for
You
spending blood.
managed to avoid a couple of the traps that are still in the woods.
Yep.
And you arrive to Wynn.
Hey, everybody. Let's load them into the car.
There's a couple tarps underneath the bookshelves.
4, 5, 6,
There's some
7,
hefty
8,
bags.
8.
Let's at least not get his new interior stained.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Do these seats come out or fold down or anything?
There's
like
a big back section of this. I was looking at
no
it.
No idea. But there's a back seat and there's the... It's not a trunk. It's like a...
The interior storage.
It's not a truck bed either. This thing's weird.
Yeah, let's worry about this later.
It's plenty of space for a body or two.
All right. Wynn will, still riding the coattails of her frenzy, scoops up Johnny and waits for someone to put a tarp down in the back of the car.
Yeah. Well, put stuff down.
Yeah. And kind of drops him gently, lovingly, slops him onto the back.
Lovingly slaps him onto the table like a slab of meat.
He would have wanted it that way.
Yep. Does the same for Miles. She doesn't stack them like cordwood, because that feels undignified, even though it's more space efficient. And unlike the creature in the fridge, she doesn't like push them in to make more room.
The only time Johnny's easy is when he's killed by death.
That's what I've read on the bathroom walls at Elysium's.
What else do you get killed?
Oh, it's a Motorhead song.
Johnny loves Motorhead.
He does. That's his band.
Did you find clothes?
Yes, I have them here.
Okay.
Hey, so, we should get out of here.
Yeah.
Raven just pieced out for that. Can she at least help get rid of this?
I think she might be willing to do that.
Or are we just gonna, like, soak it in kerosene and burn it? Or gasoline. We gotta... Oh,
Wynn seems to
quarter
think.
Of a tank.
2 options. We roll it into my shed, and we leave it there until we have a better plan. Or
we burn it.
or we set it on fire and hope no one finds it.
Not that this wouldn't stop someone really curious, but do you have any more tarps?
You can check under the bookshelf. I knew I had to, but there might be, I don't know.
As much as I'm not a particularly brave man and don't want to really be too close to fire or this thing leaving its blood and body out here, I vote burning it.
You were saying earlier, I'm sorry, I thought Johnny and Miles were. Sorry, you were saying that you thought it was infectious.
I think you were right when you were talking about how it was communicable. I think you're right. Down to the cellular level, there's a thing, an intelligence, a malevolence that was driving this bear. The bear was trapped inside its flesh. The flesh was the driving force, not the mind.
I don't like that.
I don't either. That's why I wanted the blood off. I have no idea if that would even work, or if that was a useless gesture, or if it didn't mean anything, but it's not something I wanted to.
Yeah, me neither.
You sound so certain. I mean, it matched with my knowledge, but...
You know how Miles was talking about gifts of the blood, all those things?
Yes.
My clan, people don't take us seriously very often, but everything, there's a pattern to everything in the world. Just look at how roots grow and branches grow like fractals. They mirror each other, and then if you compare them to how rivers flow down mountains, how blood vessels grow out, it's all linked. It's all the same. There are patterns to places if you look at them long enough, and if you learn how to sort of look at those kind of patterns in people and beings, in things, you can learn things about them, understand them a little bit better than you might otherwise, and that thing was being very driven by its flesh. It was an amalgam of chaotic parts. There was a pattern to that chaos.
That's incredible.
It's just a trick you gotta learn how to do. It's not too bad. Anyways,
I can try and send a message, and we'll see who comes.
In the meantime, you got like a rubber hose or something somewhere?
I mean, just one we've been using.
We've got a hose.
Yeah, we have a literal rubber hose.
Right. I'm gonna siphon some gas and soak this thing.
All right.
And Neil has some dirty underworld skills, and I'm gonna siphon gas out of the tank and just onto the bear.
Sounds good.
Neil.
Yeah.
If we burn this thing and it is full of contagious parts, are they going to be airborne?
I don't have a way of knowing one way or the other definitively. It's probably a good idea to get you in the car before we light things up.
What's it going to do to the area?
Fire, metaphysically speaking, is a cleansing force. So, metaphysically, I think it would be okay, but I don't know for a fact. I would say...
I know you can't burn giant hogweed without that kind of risk.
True, but giant hogweed's natural.
Can I roll science for this? For whether the question of fire would be a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fire good, fire bad? Who
This
knows?
is-
Britta will.
Fire.
Fire.
Always good.
Metaphysically speaking, it cleanses, but naturally speaking, it might spread. Scientifically, it's okay, but in Return of the Walking Dead, that's what started the whole thing.
Hey, stop stealing my shtick.
This is science plus anything or just science?
Intelligence?
Intelligence plus science.
Okay.
In the meantime, Wynn takes a minute to go inside and change.
Nothing unless, what's the
Yep.
difficulty?
6.
Nope.
You're not sure.
Fire kills disease, right? Fire kills natural stuff. It smelled like disease.
With stamina plus performance.
I'm going to call Weathers.
No, let's wait. I think it's a good idea to call Weathers. I want to call Weathers, but I also want to look out for you and your interests. And Weathers is going to have a lot of questions about Raven, and that's a whole heap of political trouble. I don't know if you need right now. Miles can't defend himself or us, and Miles is the one who gets us out of that kind of problem. And she doesn't need that kind of problem. I don't even know what it means if you're He's not your sire. What do you call somebody who's in charge of your accounting when he's not your sire? When your accounting buddy, when your accountability buddy is in Torp World. I don't know what that... It's her first night. I think you're right. I just want to bring up the problems we might...
I can appreciate that. This is beyond what I think we can safely deal with.
Right. Just let's dance around the Raven topic if you don't want to get in trouble. And I don't want you to get in trouble.
Neil, we were asking whether fire would be safe, but I think that's the wrong question. If we don't get rid of this bear, we're in the middle of the woods, full of scavengers, full of lots of things that'll spread it if it's available.
It'll seep into the ground.
We have to do something. Everything we do, it might have some element of danger, but I don't think it's right to just not touch it.
No, I don't think we were leaning that way.
I think say you are correct. We burn it, we drive away from here because we are 3 kindred next to a bonfire. And
accurate.
Get them out of here, and then maybe we can call Weathers. But let's call Weathers maybe when we're back on the road.
Yeah. We can stop off at a payphone or something.
Yeah. Let's you guys want to get in the car? And let's go. And
I'll drive.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Fine. Okay. You guys get in the car. Okay. I'm going to reach into Johnny's pocket because I know he's got matches.
He does not.
What?
He does have a lighter.
Do you have a lighter?
He has a Zippo.
I have a crappy disposable one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Give me intelligence survival.
I'm not going to light it when the tube is still in there.
I understand.
All right.
I'm not saying you're going to blow up the truck.
I'm assuming they take all our stuff, too.
Yeah.
It's important.
They do not annihilate your katana.
Nope.
That is also...
No, we also hosed it off.
You can't quite get the intricate trail going.
Fine, forget it. Just go, and I'm going to... There's paper inside?
Yeah, there's a couple notebooks.
Are you okay burning books?
They're notebooks. Most of them are only half used.
Oh, my notebooks are full. He goes, and Neil will roll up some paper and light it up and just toss the burning paper and
Neil,
run.
close my door.
All right,
Yep.
Neil. I need courage.
Oh, yeah.
Difficulty 7 in order to even start the fire.
I'm going to blow a willpower on this because Neil is not a brave man. Yeah, cool. I spent the willpower, so I get 1 success.
Nailed it.
It's kind of interesting.
I'm rolling 2 dice on courage,
You
guys.
start the fire, and you turn and run.
Yep. And bolt. Okay, let's drive before it gets bigger.
Yep.
The fire smells so bad. When you get in, you got your friends secured. You have their stuff with your friends secured. And you make your way out of the woods.
Wynn kind of takes it as close to the road as she can get it and finds like the park rangers' paths for their vehicles and gets them back out to the main road.
Sounds good.
Okay, you definitely know these woods better than I do. I think I was going off-road for a little while in this thing.
You probably were, but I think this is a car that can handle it for the most part. Where are we going?
So we need to get somewhere safe with them until we can figure out what we're going to do.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. They're in torpor right now, and
Neil,
I'm not...
where are we going?
Let's go to my place.
Okay, point me directions.
Okay, it's over towards the hill. Do you know where that is? Do you know where to go? Okay. And Neil will direct Wynn as they're driving towards North Star Pawn in the hill in New Haven.
Okay. As Wynn is driving, she kind of glances in the rear view at Britta. So, this is new.
What's new?
Them in the back. This is not something you've seen before.
Britta has kind of sat them up and like clipped them in.
That's awesome.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
Safety first. I was not expecting safety first.
Are they not gonna wake up, or
They are.
It depends.
It depends on what. How do we fix this?
So what they're dealing with now is called torpor. Functionally dead. What they need now is they need to be woken up with blood.
Won't mortal blood?
No.
No.
Won't that make them bloodbound like I am?
Yeah, it's not great.
Yes or no? Will it do what was done to me?
Yeah, it will.
But the choice is
That or
bloodbound or not waking up.
Time might do it, or trading in favors with the Tremere, maybe.
Nope.
I didn't say it was a good idea,
It's-
but if you want to run down the options of things to do,
That's not on the table.
I understand that. I'm just...
Is it Tremere blood that wakes you up?
No, they're blood sorcerers. They have ways. It also depends on... Not any kindred vitae will do it. It depends on the potency of their blood. What?
Which way am I turning?
Just take a right up here.
Okay.
Wait, Neil, we could wake them up just with our blood?
It depends on the potency of their blood and your blood. Someone like me, my blood's weak, comparatively. I have no idea with Johnny and Miles. I've not... I mean, there's tests that,
Which way am I
the
turning?
Tremere can do.
And we have no idea what mine would do.
No.
Not a clue. Which also is a weird question, because the Tremere can do things like that, and if both Romeo and you have shown up, and the Seneschal is a Tremere and hasn't offered to check who your sire is, or what your blood is,
Wait, they can just do that?
some of them.
That is strange then that they wouldn't, if this has happened before.
It may
To be
not
fair,
be the kind that they have here.
I don't know if Reese or any of the local Tremere can do that, but it is a basic tenet of blood sorcery.
And Johnny, do we know what we need for him?
We don't.
Not a clue.
That's why we're going to call Weathers, because I suspect he knows how to wake up his bully boys.
I hope so.
All right. Neil, is this it up here?
It's up here.
All right.
And the group drives closer, they drive into a very shitty neighborhood. Particularly in the late 90s in the World of Darkness, it is a bad area. To a small cement store. It looks like a little prison with metal shutters on the windows and a heavy barred cage door over the main door. And a little parking lot with a sign that says North Star Pawn. There's graffiti all over the side of the building. This is me.
All right. All right. I'm assuming I'm going to need to carry.
Yeah.
All right. So you
Let's
start.
just pull around the back, because bringing bodies in. Is there anybody around right now? I know it's the middle of the night, but
There's
that doesn't necessarily
always
mean...
someone around.
Is there a loading dock?
Whether or
or
not
something?
people are really paying attention,
Probably not.
yeah, you definitely see some people kind of walking around, hoodies up, headphones going, minding their own business. But it's cold, it's night. They don't care.
No, there's not really a loading dock. People just, it's small goods trade.
Okay.
We'll just go in the front door.
Okay. All right.
And Neil pulls out a big key, set of keys out of his pocket, unlocks the front door, opens it, and ushers you guys inside. Flicks a light on.
Wynn grabs whoever's sitting most accessibly, and kind of wraps them up to make sure that it's not obvious she's carrying
Essentially a dead body.
essentially a mummified corpse.
Britta will stay in the car with the person who's left.
Yep. All right. So we're gonna say that she grabs Miles and she kind of hefts him over her shoulder like a rug and starts following Neil.
The inside of Neil's pawn shop is cramped with stuff. There's an entire wall of guitars and Casio keyboards and shit, old TVs and VCRs, books. There's a display case behind a locked cabinet with jewelry, old phones, it looks like. Just anything you would see in a typical pawn shop, but way overstuffed. And along the back wall, behind which there is a series of guns for sale, is a cage where the register and everything is. Neil unlocks it, brings it in, unlocks a door, a heavy steel door that leads to a staircase that goes downstairs. Clicks on a little overhead hanging bulb. It's just go downstairs. That's where my place is.
Okay.
And we'll just go down there.
All right. Wynn
ushers Wynn down.
carries Miles downstairs. She looks for maybe not even furniture to put him on, but just a place that's somewhat respectful of the fact that this is a person.
The only place down there that would be anything available is a small, like, twin bed. The rest of the space down here is packed with stuff. Just Tupperware and stacks of old newspapers that yellow towards the bottom that hit the ceiling. Plastic baggies filled with essentially garbage. There's a small walking path from the staircase directly towards the back where there's kind of a space carved out for like a little shitty cot. And that is it.
Jesus Christ, Neil. This is like a fire hazard waiting to happen.
No, it's not. It's all my stuff.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to make sure Britta's okay. Okay, just get them on the thing.
You do that.
Don't touch anything. I have a system.
Okay.
Wynn, while you're perusing this chaos, you start to notice that this place seems to be some sort of hub for enigma spirits that are drawn to this area. And they just kind of move, undulate slightly, and then wander off. But something about this place seems to draw them.
Wynn just kind of resumes putting Miles down, probably as close to a sitting position on the cot as possible.
Don't worry about getting too comfortable. We're going someplace safer in a second.
Okay. And she jogs back up the stairs, back out to the car.
On the way up, I'm going to grab a slip of paper, like a Sharpie, and just write, "Please don't touch, love Neil," on like a scrap of paper, and put it under the windshield wiper. Because we're parked in the car here for now.
Yeah.
All right. Wynn comes back up, grabs Johnny, clicks the remote lock for the car. It's kind of a fool's errand at this point, probably, and tosses Neil the keys.
Okay, thanks. Right down inside, and then I'm going to need help. I mean, I can do it myself, but it's easier with some help.
Okay.
What do you need?
Come on downstairs, and I'll...
Okay.
And Neil leads both of you downstairs to the same place.
Whoa, this is where you live?
Yeah, this is my place. This is all my stuff.
Did you know you have a bunch of spirits living around here?
I was concerned, and I see stuff out of the corner of my eye sometimes if I'm looking, yeah.
Yeah. They seem harmless, they're just interested.
Good. They're not enthralled to anyone, right?
Not as far as I can tell.
Okay, can you, get rid of them for a second?
They're looking... Are they still around, or have they kind of gone away?
They kind of come in and out. When whatever it is that they're looking for isn't readily apparently here, they start to wander off all on their own.
Do they seem like they're bound or anything?
No.
Okay. No, they're not interested in staying.
Okay, good. Here, move them off the bed for a second, and then help me lift the bed up.
Okay. Can you help him, Britta?
Sure.
Lift the bed. All right. And so she just kind of leans down, grabs both of them over her shoulders, and stands up.
Neil leans out. Hey, Britta, help me right here. Just help me lift this, and sort of the two of you lift the cot a little bit, and then he kind of puts it on his back under his shoulder, like buckling under the weight a little bit. It's not heavy. It's a shitty frame.
Britta will still reach to try to ease the pressure.
And then as soon as you guys lift it, both of you can see there's like a hatch or some sort of door underneath on the floor. And he turns the handle, gets another key out, and opens it. And then, there's some things I need to tell you guys.
Okay.
I'm letting you in on a huge trust here, but this has to happen. And if anyone finds out about this, anyone, I'm going to die. I will be killed.
Neil, let's get the bed off you first, okay?
I'm serious.
Neil.
We'll listen to you. Just let's sit down. This sounds...
Neil, we're not going to do anything to get you killed. Not on purpose.
It's the accident part. I've been working decades to make sure the accident part doesn't happen, and I might fuck it all up right now. No. And he opens the hatch, and there's like a little ladder down.
Okay. And
just sort of leave it flipped and kind of shimmy under so that it falls back down on top so nobody who comes down will see it, okay?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to need one of you to go down first and catch.
Neil starts climbing down. You hear a like a kerosene lantern start.
Okay. All right, I'm sending Miles down first.
Okay. I got him.
Okay. Britta, you want to go down there and just make sure?
Yep.
Thank you. All right, Britta's coming down first.
Oh, okay. Sure, yeah.
That way I can just shut the door after I lower both of them.
I trust you.
Okay. Once Britta's down, she will gradually start, like, easing Miles through the hole. She'll hold on as long as she can, and then she'll eventually have to drop.
Right.
And then once Miles is down, she'll do the same thing for Johnny. And then, Neil, is there a latch I need to turn when I'm coming down?
Once you're down, just turn the handle back horizontal.
Okay. All right, she starts descending, cranks the lever to make sure that the latch is shut behind her.
You hear a clank, and when you get down, everyone's together again. You were ginger enough when handling your two coterie companions that they don't seem to have sustained any damage. They're not particularly dirty. They've actually been pretty well taken care of, if you discounting the trauma of just what happened beforehand, yeah.
Down in the room, Neil looks around with a kerosene lantern, pulls like a little lever or hits a circuit, and some lights flicker on. The other side of the room, actually, there were lights already on. And this looks like it used to be part of the sewer system, like an old cistern or something with everything shut down. Unlike the chaos upstairs, it is insanely immaculate down here. There is a writing desk. There are scrolls and books. You see maps and star charts and all sorts of things all over the desk. There's an old tub against like a far wall, like an iron tub, that's half covered in like a red clay. It looks like it's an ongoing project for Neil. The clay has all sorts of like symbols or something carved into it, which you may recognize as Arabic just from looking at it, or from seeing the Arabic to English translation dictionary nearby. There's a bunch of different blood vials and just weird shit on the table. And against the other wall, just taking up the whole wall, is a large planter that looks straight up. I mean, Wynn would probably recognize a grow lab if she'd ever seen one, with a bunch of hydroponics and like reddish soil, and growing out of them kinda looks like pot, but it is a deep crimson red.
All right, I have questions.
Yeah, I assume.
But I'm going to give you a chance to explain yourself before I start asking.
Just prop them up in the tub. It's probably the most safe place. This is the safest place I could think of right now because nobody knows about it.
All right.
Except for you two now.
Okay. Well, we're not going to betray that.
Yeah, I hope not, because if anyone, particularly the Tremere, find out about this...
Neil, we won't tell anyone.
Okay. I needed to tell somebody. Because I've seen some things recently and I need help. I can't keep it to myself. But I need you to take me seriously.
We want to help you. What's wrong?
Neil, I think you're nuts, but I don't think that you're stupid. And I think that when you come across information like this, I do believe you.
Good. I just really need to hammer home that this isn't just Malkavian bullshit, which I know a lot of people think. And it has suited my purpose for 30 years for people to think that. But it's not all Malkavian bullshit, and there's a reason I know about blood sorcery, and...
Neil, shut up. You're our coterie mate.
You saved my life.
And I trust you.
Okay. Where do we want to start? I mean, we got away from Marcos. I'll send a text message to Weathers. Oh, he's got a pager.
Yeah.
Shoot. We'll have to call Weathers.
I'll go back out.
Do you want to go?
I'll go to a payphone.
Call Weathers? Well, you can use my phone. It's fine.
All right. Well, I'll take...
Do you want to just go back out and...
I'll do that, but let's talk, because I think that it's taken you a lot to get to this point. So let's keep this train a-going.
Something's coming. I've felt it for a while now. Most of my clan has. And I have other ways besides pattern recognition, like we were talking about, Britta.
Yes.
There are other ways to get information. Other paths to mastery.
What other ways?
Magic.
What kind of magic?
The
Wynn listens.
mastery of heaven and earth. Duranki. You might know it, Wynn, as Assamite sorcery.
Yeah, that's what I thought it might be.
I mean, you know about my sire, right? Why he's not in the Camarilla anymore?
No.
No, I don't.
I'm pretty sure Miles knows. Johnny might know he's not allowed in the city anymore, in the Camarilla anymore, but about 15 years ago or so, my sire, we were found out. He was found out.
For doing what?
Practicing. Having relationships with the Assamites. He and I did some things for them, with them.
The Assamites are disliked by the Camarilla?
Yeah.
They're not part of the Camarilla. They're like the Setites and honestly like the Gangrel for the most part.
We don't deal with the Assamites. They're the boogeymen. It's not even like the Setites and they're independent and they can be in the city. Assamites don't just come to the city. But my sire had a relationship, and so he taught me. And I had a relationship. And he told me never to tell anyone, that it was a secret. And then one day, after our teachings, he started talking more and more about concepts of justice and how all kindred, he started referring to the kindred as the Get of Cain. He felt disgusted, and then he left.
What does that mean, the Get of Cain?
I don't know. He didn't teach me anything, or everything. He just taught me that, and my dealings with the Assamites individually were not... It wasn't a tutorial relationship that I had with one.
What was it?
Neil, why is
personal. It's we don't have to...
Is it relevant?
If it was found out that I had a personal relationship, yeah, I mean, it would put me in danger. If this, and he sort of waves around at the star charts and the scrolls and the clay tub, it was found out, the Tremere would come and either kill me or try and rip secrets out of my brain and then kill me. And since a Tremere is a seneschal of this city... Anyways, the reason I'm telling you all this is, one, this is the safest place I could think to stash both of them right now, and two, the path that I walk is a path of mastery over heaven. The heavens whisper to us. They hold secrets of the past, the future, the things I found out reading about your horoscope. That wasn't just Malkavian pattern recognition and nonsense. That was literally reading your horoscope in the stars. It's not just me being crazy or unreliable or some Malkavian. I have worked so hard over the last 2 decades to just craft this persona of Neil as, oh, bumbling Neil. Oh, harmless Neil. Oh, Neil doesn't know that Shaw's a monster. Oh, Neil doesn't know. You have to live it. You have to live those lies every day, because any piece of information can be found out, and you don't keep something like this secret if you just aren't willing to live those truths.
Neil, we won't tell anyone. It sounds like you don't currently talk to the Assamites, right?
They're not around here.
Well, it doesn't matter. This is something that we'd protect you from.
Look.
Neil.
Last night, when the band was playing and everyone was feeding and whatever, I went outside and I consulted with the stars. Something bad has been coming. I've known it for a while, I've felt it for a while, and I saw things. And I need you two, at least, to understand and be able to convince Johnny and Miles that it's serious. Because I don't think they always take me seriously, but I saw Johnny cradling a girl's body and sobbing hysterically. I don't know whose it was. I don't know if it was his daughter's. I don't know if it was you, Britta. I don't know.
Does Johnny have a daughter?
Yes. Yes, he does.
Shit.
And I saw all of us at Elysium, and a man or woman or someone being thrown through the doors of the Elysium, and I saw Elsa Linden start to freak out, and then this person, they were drugged and they were in handcuffs, and they started to crack and change, and death was... And I saw 3 faces, scions with luminescent third eyes like pearls, doing battle over a raging storm against a many-faced demon. And I saw a baleful red eye open and stare. And ordinarily when I look at these kinds of things, they're not that strong and they're not that clear. I know it may not sound clear, but...
Neil.
And then I couldn't turn it off when I went and I curled up in the shower and I was freaking out and I was trying to get away from the drain because I could just see it. It was like something wrote it back, like it wouldn't let me turn it off. Whatever connection to the heavens, whatever mastery over heaven and earth I might claim to even claw my way towards.
Neil. Stop.
Something's coming.
I know. I don't think it's coincidence that Xavier has his revelation at the same time that you're seeing this. I don't think it's coincidence.
I don't know if this Xantosa is part of the problem or a distraction to the problem, but we need to deal with it, and we need to deal with it now.
Wait.
There are...
Xantosa?
The guy.
The guy making the war beasts.
But he's
The one
connected
that-
to your visions.
We don't know.
I don't know, but either way, he needs to be dealt with, because he's either a distraction, or he's part of it, or... And I know you are going to win either way,
Yeah.
but we need to get Johnny and Miles up, and we need to deal with this, and I needed to tell someone what was happening to take me seriously, and also to help, because my sire took me on what he said was an auspicious night. And for everything, there is a season.
Turn.
And I want to know what the season is for us to move against the Xantosa. But to do it, I need your help. I have buckets and I have a knife. I need a bowl and 8 uninterrupted hours with it under the stars. And then I need both of you to bleed into a bowl for me. I've never tried it for more people than just myself.
That's not a huge selling point, I have to be honest with you.
And I don't try it often. My crop is limited, and he waves a hand at like the red plants that he's got growing in this weird sewer basement.
What is this? What are you growing?
Khalif.
Is that just another word for weed, or...?
No, I don't call it Khalif on the surface. The people around here sometimes come by trying to find King Crimson or Redweed or Crimson Devil. They've got a lot of names for it. Dario's the one who brands it. He's usually the one that sells it. And then I harvest from those who take of it.
Those who take of it.
It's like pot and heroin and LSD all rolled into one. If you're mortal, it'll kill you. But pretty quick.
That's who the blood is from? The folks who have taken of it?
Yeah. But I need it for my studies.
What are you studying?
The skies, the paths, the mastery. There's something there. There's something beyond. But that's what I need from all of you to try and give us the best chance against the Xantosa.
How much blood do you need in a bowl from us?
It's like a pint. At the moment that it happens. And I need the time with the bowl. That's going to take me about 8 hours.
Yep.
To try and ascend the ladder. But I don't want you to look at me differently after this.
Neil, do we do this first, or Do we get them
We
awake?
get them fixed first.
Let's get them wake and try and find a bowl.
I think we can find a bowl somewhere upstairs.
Neil.
No, a bull. B-U-L-L.
Oh. A
First-
bowl? Why?
I need it. And 8 hours with it under the stars.
There's just some things I'm not going to ask a whole lot of questions about.
It's okay. I've got Tupperware. It won't be a problem.
Okay. For what it's worth, Neil, I'm not going to look at you any differently.
You say that now.
I do.
I hope
Neil,
it's true.
I've seen ghosts since I was a kid. Do you think I don't know what it's like to be looked at like you're a freak when you see things that other people don't see?
That's not what I'm worried about. But we'll get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
You take the heart's blood in front of someone, that will change my opinion.
I trust you, Neil.
All right, Wynn, so we're going to go ahead and pick up with your phone call to Weathers.
All right. Neil, can I have your phone?
Yeah. Here. Neil gives his phone over.
All right. Wynn takes it, and I'm just going to go outside and make this
There's
call.
no reception down
I
here.
didn't think there would be. And she goes back through the maze and climbs up and goes out the fire hazard of a pawn shop.
Yeah, there are a few moments where you think some of the stacks might
Well, he's
hear
got a
and tip
freaking
down.
kerosene lantern down here right below all the newspapers.
He
This
does.
This is bad. I'm very worried for my coterie mate.
Yeah. Of all the decisions that your coterie mates make, I love that that's the one that you're...
Oh, the others is just Camry and vampire bullshit. But no, this is
He
fire
might fall
bad.
asleep, land himself on fire, and just die one day.
No, fire bad. I feel like we've made that clear.
All right, so you make your way outside.
Yep. What's up with the
You
Hummer?
can already you can already see that from across the street. There's some kids playing outside in the middle of winter, occasionally eyeing the Hummer that's there and has no business being there.
I go and
But
lean.
so far, the Hummer's intact.
I go and I lean up against the Hummer
Okay.
to make my phone call, and I dial in the number for the sheriff.
All right, so the first time you call it, it goes to voicemail, and it's like a beep, very generic thing, kind of full.
Not even a name, just a number.
Yeah,
It's full.
yeah.
I can't leave a message.
No.
All right, I hang up and I dial it again.
God damn it! Why do you even have my number?
First of all, this is not Neil. This is Wynn.
Is Neil dead?
No.
Oh,
How are you this evening, Mr. Weathers?
it's a long night. What's up?
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and make it worse. Johnny's been torpid.
Why is Johnny in torpor?
This is probably not a thing that should be explained over the phone, but we do need to talk because there is also the potential for masquerade breach.
Go inside and explain this. I need to know right now. I need Johnny right now.
All right, well, Johnny can't talk right now. He's torpid.
I need to know why.
Okay.
This is a bad time.
She ducks into the Hummer and closes the door.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
You gave me the keys.
I reach under. I reach under and I just start yanking wires.
All right, yeah, cool. Give me a
Oh my god.
Driver
a
academics.
strength plus security.
Those damn kids, they interfered with the
No, we parked a fucking Hummer in the worst area, and Wynn's the one who fucks it up.
Yep. Like I am
Oh,
so
no.
excited that this is happening.
Oh, she
Security.
says no time. Like, no.
It's so much easier just to go inside and ask
Where's
for
their
keys.
security?
Just fuck you, Miles' car.
There's
Security's not a
larceny.
thing.
Yeah,
There's
larceny, sorry.
All right. Okay.
I have that. Do you?
I have one.
Yay!
What was the
You have
difficulty?
6.
3 successes.
Cool, you shred the security system.
Yep. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Weathers. All right.
Okay. Johnny, who roughed him up?
Xantosa Warbeast.
What?
There
Who's
is
Warbeast? I never heard of that.
Warbeast is a flesh-crafted animal made by the Sabbat to hunt down kindred. There's one that's been wandering, and we stumbled across it.
You hear him fumble with the phone?
Yep.
Oh, God. Hold on one second. Fumbles with it more. Okay, hey. You're on speaker. Repeat that.
Who's listening?
I can't go into that, but you need to continue your story.
So,
I don't have any choice but to comply, neither do you.
okay. There is a war beast that turned on its handlers, as best we can tell. And it's been wandering through the state for some time. And it's recently come into the territory. My coterie and I thought to take it out. And we did. But it also has taken down Miles, and it has taken down Johnny. They are both in torpor. And we set the carcass on fire, but we didn't have the supplies to fully deal with it.
So how is this tied to Xantosa?
The word is he's creating them.
He's the one that's creating them.
There are allegations that he has been doing this, yes. This is an investigation that's been underway by Clan Gangrel.
Alright, yeah, this investigation's over. You find Xantosa, you put him in the fucking dirt. Here's what's going on. This Xantosa guy, he has affiliations outside of the city. Those contacts have taken an interest in New Haven, but not just New Haven, a series of cities moving down New England. From here, all the way to the big city. This Xantosa guy, he needs dead. But before he dies, we need to know what he knows and who he's talking to.
Okay.
I'm currently in the midst of a meeting with Mr. Archon Bell, and he is very interested in seeing Xantosa handled.
All right.
We need Johnny on his feet. What do you need to make that happen?
I don't know. I don't know how to wake him up. I can try mine.
Where are you?
Probably not somewhere you can get, but we can meet you somewhere.
Where are you?
I'm at Neil's Haven.
Good. I'm sending Seneschal Reese. He's going to go ahead and assist with waking up our guy. You need him to get ready. Xantosa has to go. We need to learn everything he knows. We may well have a crusade on its way.
Wynn kind of huffs through her nose like she's trying not to get real upset at the mention of Reese, but keeps her shit together.
It's all hands on deck. Okay?
Are you going to be able to help Johnny?
Me? No. But I'll pay Reese the boon he needs in order to do it.
Johnny's my coterie mate. I'll pay it.
Don't take this the wrong way, Wynn.
I am not worth enough, I know.
Yeah.
I think I might be worth more than you think.
I'll make the offer.
Path of Night is an actual play Vampire the Masquerade podcast set in the classic world of darkness. Britta, the unknown new embrace, was played by Rebecca Steigelfest. Johnny Saxon the Bruja was played by Garrett Gabbey. Miles Davenport the Ventrue was played by Tim Davis. Neil Foster the Malkavian was played by Rob Muirhead. Wynn Cabot the Gangrel was played by Erika Webb. Your storyteller was Lex Lopez. Recording by Rebecca Steigelfest. This episode edited by Rob Muirhead. The music used in this episode was January Grunge Love Fest by Technoax. Visit them online at technoax.com, teknoax.com. Path of Night uses the 20th Anniversary Edition rule set of Vampire the Masquerade with a few limited house rules. Vampire the Masquerade and the Storyteller system are owned by Paradox Interactive. Make sure to subscribe to us on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on Twitter at Path of Night Pod, on Facebook at facebook.com/pathofnightpodcast, or email us at pathofnightpodcast@gmail.com. See you next time, Kindred.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That was a rough one.
It was.
I like watching this group without Johnny and Miles in it. It's just like decisions are not their forte.
No.